without any further ado, we've got a really interesting schedule for this evening. I hope you enjoy it. Please ask as many questions as you like. You see the three presenters we've got there. I'm going to ask John to start us off with the first slide. Over to you, John.
Thanks a lot, Phil, and good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us for this presentation. Great you can all be with us. My name's John Taylor, and I am Director of Sport at the Sigma Trust. It's a partnership of primary and secondary schools in North East Essex. And what we're really excited about this evening is to tell you about 3 cricket academy opportunities across the county. We've got 2 in the south of the county. And what I'm involved currently is setting up a brand new cricket academy in the north of the county, near Colchester. And as part of our Sigma Trust sixth form provision, I'm working with Sigma Sixth Colchester, which is a sixth form provider working across multi-sites, including the Philip Morant Sixth Form College in Colchester, Essex University, and we're partnering also with the brand new £25 million Northern Gateway sports complex just off the A12 opposite Colchester United's stadium. So this brand new cricket academy, which we're setting up for this September, will be for current year 11 or year 12 boys and girls. And this is in partnership with the Root Academy. We're fully endorsed by England cricket captain Joe Root, and also in partnership with Essex Cricket and Essex Eagles. Thanks, Phil. Okay, so in terms of the opportunity we're offering the young people, this programme is about education, enrichment and opportunity. So we're providing the students with all the traditional education pathways you would expect from any sixth form provider. And alongside that, we're offering you an amazing cricket academy experience, which will run throughout the year. You'll be like a professional cricketer, training week in, week out through the winter months as well. So in terms of the education on offer, if any student doesn't gain a level 4 or more in English and Maths in their GCSEs, then you'll have the opportunity to continue to study those and resit those. And then at level 3, which is advanced level study, you have the choice of either studying the advanced level BTEC National Extended Diploma in Sport. That is the equivalent to 3 A-levels, all coursework, no exams, or you have the opportunity of studying 3 A-levels of your choice, and you have that choice across a wide suite of A-levels that we have on offer, both delivered at the Philip Morant Sixth Form campus and also at Essex University, where we have a number of A-levels delivered there on one day of the week. So you get the experience and the taste of university life as well. So if you choose the BTEC National Extended Diploma in Sport route, you will be based at the Philip Morant Sixth Form Centre for 2 days of the week, and at the Northern Gateway £25 million sports complex for 3 days of the week, where we have an amazing brand new purpose-built sports hall with indoor LED lighting, purpose-built cricket flooring, 4 indoor nets. We'll have the opportunity for bowling machines, video analysis. You'll be there for 3 days of the week, combining your studies with your cricket development. If you choose 3 A-levels, then you'll study those for 3 days of the week, and then you will have 2 days of the week where you'll be part of the cricket academy, gaining top level cricket coaching alongside your studies. What we'll also offer you over the 2 years or 3 years, if you decide to stay for an additional year, is a suite of industry recognised Root Academy, National Governing Body qualifications, and also ECB qualifications, alongside additional CPD and leadership and coaching qualifications with Essex. So it's an amazing opportunity for you if you live central Essex or north of the county, to access a unique cricket academy pathway combining with your studies. That's great. Thanks, Phil.
Is that it? Next one.
Next slide. Lovely, thanks. So as I mentioned, the partnership with Sigma Sixth, where we have a purpose-built sixth form centre, Q Theatre, lecture theatre, Essex University provision, depending on your choice of A-levels, and also the Northern Gateway Sports Hub is a fantastic facility, combines the indoor purpose-built sports hall facility for cricket. We have, say, 4 indoor cricket lanes, fantastic cafe area where we'll be providing the students with sport-specific meal options, catering for your dietary and nutrition needs as well. We also have a fantastic gymnasium, fitness suite, spinning suite, strength and conditioning provision on site. So you'll have the opportunity for your gym membership to do, additional training. We'll also have a physiotherapist on site with a physiotherapy clinic as well. So we'll be supporting you with all aspects of your game, cricket-specific coaching, training, injury prevention and management, prehab, rehab, say strength and conditioning, flexibility training programs as well. This alongside your education for 3 A-levels. So you've got the opportunity to access, scholarships, higher level apprenticeships, go into coaching, UCAS points for university. So the world is your oyster, but also developing your cricket and seeing how far that takes you as well. That's great. Thanks, Phil. So if you want any further information on Sigma Sixth, the Cricket Academy and the Root Academy, you just need to visit the website sigmasixth.org.uk/Colchester, where you'll see the brand new website, prospectus, promotional video, and there's a direct link there to click on to apply online. So an amazing opportunity for the people that can realistically travel to us on a daily basis from mid to north of the county. Any questions on that? Look forward to receiving those in due course. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much. That's a great start. Good timing. Can I ask you just to pop those links into the chat box, because people who want them can pick them up, and that way pretty straightforwardly. So without further ado, we'll move on to Gary. Over to you.
Good evening. Thanks for having me. Very honoured and pleased to speak this evening about Shenfield's Cricket Academy. We've started our Cricket Academy programme back in 2012. The passion that we've had for cricket has been long-standing, and over many years, I think our reputation for success in cricket, both with our teams and individuals, is there for all to see. I'll talk about the recognition we've had from the Cricketer magazine in being a top 100 school later, but you'll be able to see some of the key points of our Cricket Academy offer on this slide. The MCC recognised the kind of work we're doing at Shenfield, a state school, a non-selective state school, with an MCC fixture a couple of years ago. We are one of very few schools across the country, state schools that is, that plays the MCC on an annual fixture, and we're looking forward to playing again this summer. We enter all the national competitions at the under 17, under 18 age group, including under 18 girls, 100 ball competition that's just starting up this year, as well as obviously all the county competitions. We play a lot of friendly fixtures against significant private schools in our area. We play overseas touring teams. Last few years have been Australian teams and teams from Dubai. Obviously there may be fewer touring teams this summer, but fingers crossed that'll get back to normal very soon. Our students get 3 hours training a week, typically technical based stuff, strength conditioning work. We have a 5 badminton court length, big size sports hall with cricket nets. We have a fitness room with strength conditioning equipment, a gymnasium. We have a 3G Astro, which we use regularly when the weather is okay for our largely fielding drills, as well as some scenario based game training. So the facilities at Shenfield High School are outstanding. We have very close ties with Hutton Cricket Club and Shenfield Cricket Club that allow us to use their facilities for our matches and sometimes for training as well. So our players play in club environments. That doesn't mean to say that players have to be connected to those clubs, not at all. We have people coming from all over Essex, not largely South Essex, coming to our academy program. We have, in terms of coaching, we are very blessed to have two outstanding coaches in Kath Dalton and Ben Notley-Griffiths, both level 3 coaches. This year we've had Joseph Parry, level 2 coach, a Kent Academy player that's also been there on weekly sessions. We have had Essex players come in and help in the past. Maddie Villiers, one of our ex-students and current England player, comes in to coach when she can. Certainly she's been here twice this season. Matt Salisbury, another ex-student, has come in as well. So we are really blessed with excellent ratios in terms of the coaching, but also real high quality coaching. I'm involved as well, but really these days, kind of overseeing things. I'm really blessed to have Ben and Kath organising and producing some superb sessions that our students really enjoy. We have an annual pre-season tour to Eastbourne. Obviously, that's been scuppered this year, but Eastbourne College is a great place that welcomes us and provides us with excellent pre-season training against some of the best private schools. That's a real good starter for the season. And biannually, we tour overseas. We should be going to Cape Town tomorrow, but obviously that didn't happen. So we're hoping to put that tour back a year to go next February half term. To Cape Town. We've been to Barbados twice as well. So those overseas tours are a real, I think, key selling point and a real great way to see the development of the players. Particularly coming in February, they learn so much, and obviously they can put that into practice for the season that comes up. We've had many students go on to MCCU programs, and we're actively supporting and encouraging people and helping them with their applications. In terms of the academic offer, we, as a very strong sixth form, have a real broad range of A-levels. Students can take 3 or 4 A-levels, or they can take BTEC level 3 qualifications. The BTECs, again, across a wide variety of areas, but the sport, the business, BTECs are 2 of the most popular. Or students can take a combination of BTECs and A-levels, if it's the single BTEC and A-level. So it's a real broad opportunity there to select from. And obviously our school website, Shenfield High School website, has all the details about the sixth form provision, academic provision, and more details about the Cricket Academy as well, which people should take a look at. The website will also have entry requirements for those courses, which obviously please take a look at. Yes, this slide shows the Cricketer magazine's top 100 schools. This was the first year they had it. And you can see our team pictured at the St Albans T20 competition. 8 of the strongest private schools across the southeast of England attend St Albans tour T20 tournament, and Shenfield have been lucky enough to win it on 2 occasions. And those kind of tournaments, again, great fun, but really great opportunities to learn so much in a small place at a time. Matt Salisbury's picture at the bottom. Matt Salisbury now plays for Durham Cricket Club, taking a lot of first-class wickets. Matt was a part of their first Cricket Academy back in 2011-12, and he's someone who played in the St Albans tour the first time we entered that competition. He also played the St Joseph T20 tournament as well. Next slide, please, Phil. Yeah, so I mentioned Maddie and Matt, 2 Shenfield students we're very proud of. Obviously, Maddie is with the England team currently in New Zealand, and she actively supports us in terms of coaching. But she's a real positive role model. Our girls' cricket program we're really proud of. They've made the national finals for cricket, the School Sport magazine finals on 2 occasions. Maddie was a part of that. We got to the finals of the Lady Taverners indoor competition. Maddie played in those finals at Lords. It was obviously a pretty important player for us in that year. And our county success in cricket has been fantastic. So we've had a lot of girls go on to be involved in our Cricket Academy. Some of those mentioned, you can see Poppy Timpson, although she left slightly earlier than others. Erica Hobson is currently in year 13. We've had other girls, Amy Hills as well, have all played in the Essex ladies first team squad. So the pathway for girls is outstanding. Obviously, Matt Salisbury, Jack Pottinger, he's played in first class games and also played for Essex. And we also had, so many students lower down the school that have been recognised by Essex. The county coaches do come and look at our games on a regular basis. So it's a good opportunity for our players to improve, but also go on the next stage in terms of trying to progress to the elite level. And we're quite proud of the commitment and the progress of each individual player. I know some players are not in it to be professionals. They just have a real passion for the game, and they know that combining their studies with playing cricket will just make another way of enjoying school and meeting like-minded friends. So whatever your ambition, okay, we can provide the support to develop you to the best of your capability. So if people do want to hear more about the Shenfield Cricket Academy offer, then please get on that website and please email me. My email address is there, g.sapsford@Shenfield. The last slide we've got, okay, we mentioned some of those students that have come through the pathway, the player pathway at Shenfield. Harry Phillips is now currently in the Essex Academy. And he initially was looked at from the Essex coaches during his first year. He scored a century in the tour at Barbados and made huge progress. Brentwood Cricket Club snapped him up, and he was playing very well for Brentwood last summer. And hopefully he'll be getting some recognition in Essex 2's teams playing this summer. You've got a picture there of Matt that came back to the school. As I say, there is a picture there of Maddie as an under-13 Essex champion. Both students we're very proud of. One other thing I've not mentioned is the National Cup success. We've beaten Dulwich College on a couple of occasions. We've got to the national semi-final under 17 in 2017. And on that occasion, we lost to Millfield in a very close and exciting game. So the pedigree is there for our programme, and obviously the coaching, the facilities, all mean that we can try to push every player on to the best player they can possibly be. And we welcome, applications and any questions about the programme. Okay, please contact me. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Gary. That's excellent. Thank you very much. Over to you, Scott.
Better unmute myself. Standard Zoom things. Well, I think, to be fair, after listening to you two, that was amazing. There's some absolute caliber around the area that need these academies, and both of them are fantastic. And I don't think it's a better time to be a year 11, 12 student, I don't think, to be fair. So my name's Scott. I'm the head coach and sports academy coordinator at Newham Sixth Form College in East London. You may have heard of us, you may have not. We're pretty big around East London in regards to cricket wise, and compete around many competitions such as Essex Cup, and played against Gary a few times against their quality Shenfield team. Sadly, we weren't good enough, but that's why they are in the sort of the higher recognition as they are in that National Cup. So a very good team, but we do put ourselves about, and we do very well, and we are actually playing against private schools and beating Dulwich, we've beaten Forest, to name just a few. To be fair, actually we've gone and beaten quite a few private schools. But this is a team. So at Newham Sixth Form College, we have a sports academy. So we run a cricket academy and a basketball academy as our main sports. They're our elite teams. We have a team of coaches, myself, obviously cricket coach, head of coach. We have a sports coordinator that deals with every single sport going on. So our lunchtime and extracurricular activities that we do. We have a head of basketball. So we have a basketball academy that runs alongside the cricket academy. We have an activator, sports activator. So people are not, or students are not sporty. We have lots of stuff going on for them, lots of opportunities for them to get involved with, such as skateboarding, roller disco, circus skills, you name it. We pretty much cater for absolutely everything. And then we have Kate at the end, who's our sports development officer, who pretty much puts it all together. And then we run it. Next slide, please, Phil. Thank you. So just talking on competitive teams, we we compete, I suppose most schools do, colleges do, we compete at all levels, especially in the AOC competitions. Badminton, basketball, volleyball, table tennis, badminton, just to name a few. There are competitive teams, but our main thing we actually really concentrate on is our cricket and basketball academy. And with our men's cricket academy, we have 9 to 10 hours a week coaching, which is quite a lot. So that's all extracurricular after college. We have lunchtime, we have one-to-ones going on, we have gym work going on. So there is a big program for the cricket. And like the other two colleges, offering A levels and obviously BTECs. Most of our cricket players are on a BTEC. But the number of hours coaching wise is huge. With myself in the role that I'm doing, I'm available for one-to-one. So students, when you've got a free period, if I'm free, we go into the nets. We've got 3-lane net outside. So obviously in the summer, I wouldn't be going out there at the moment. But in the nets outside, we've got 3 lanes. You can see in the picture there. Indoors, we've got a 6 badminton court size sports hall with 2 lanes as well. It's absolutely huge. Bowling machines, fielding machines. I've done quite well. I've been there almost 8 years now, and try to get quite a lot of equipment going on. So our sessions are pretty good, high quality. I would hope so, because I run them. Come next slide, please. Thank you, Phil. So these are just a thing. We have our few pictures. We have load of lady sessions. As also our gym. Our gym's not the best in the world, but we are looking at trying to create a bigger gym. Obviously funding, etc., is obviously an issue, but that's something we are looking at, wanting to get our academy players in the gym more, getting their strength and conditioning sessions done. Lots of female courses going on now. We are looking at, and we have started a female cricket academy. Obviously, I'd love to get it somewhere near Gary's, that's for sure. The standard they've got is amazing. Last 2 years, we've had ours running. We've got 8 to 10 girls turning up each week, and also playing in competitions against local schools and colleges. And also with our fan at UEL, we've set up some ladies competitions, which have been fantastic. So we're getting there. And as you can imagine, it's a slow start. But with regards to Essex supporting us, we're able to have 2 to 3 hours coaching a week with the girls and in their academy setup. So we're really, really lucky that Essex have helped us out there, and we can sort of be a real sort of hub in the East London area. Next slide, please, Phil. Thank you. As I said before, these are just a few opportunities. We've got parkour, as you can see, bottom left, jumping over and jumping up things, which is amazing. We have a coach coming in, so we have lots of extracurricular coaches coming in that we pay for. We have a skateboard coach come in once a week. We have an archery coach come in, all highly qualified, all absolutely fantastic standard, bringing in the best equipment, and it is really, really good. So even though we are obviously our focus massively on our cricket, what we offer to the student is just huge. The life in Newvik is massive. We are one family, and we are trying to create as many opportunities to be active, get involved in sport, and really sort of love your time with us. That's what we're looking at. Next slide, please, Phil. As I spoke about before, our Women's Cricket Academy. We also have a gifted and talented. So if you do play a high level or represent, say Essex or your minor counties, wherever it could be, we actually have a program for you where we support you in your training, or it could be equipment where we can get funding, helps with your admin fees, etc. So we really sort of recognise our high standard coaching. We've had a few judo students who are represented nationally that we've actually helped get there with regards to their training and their transport and hotels and costs and things like that. So we do really, really try and support all of our students, especially our elite students, as well as our normal student who just wants to play sport. Next slide, please.
That's your last slide.
One more, thank you. Yeah, so just like we also have a leadership academy. So if you are wanting to be a coach or love sport and want to get involved in sport, we have a leadership academy that is we run throughout the year to get your sports leaders level 3. And alongside that, we also then pay for you to go on a level 1 sporting course, which could be badminton, basketball, cricket. And we pay for that. And in return, you do volunteering hours for us, and it gets you on the first step of a pathway of being a coach. So what we offer is huge. Obviously, cricket-wise, is massive. The kids love it. We have lots going on, but also the whole program is really, really good. So Phil, thank you very much for your time for me to speak. Really nice. And I'll leave it with you.
Thanks very much, everybody. It's a really interesting, diverse program from all three of you. So very much appreciated. Opportunities for questions now. There's two ways of asking questions. Either you can pop them, type them out into the chat box, send to everyone. The alternative, if you look on the bottom of your screen, you'll see a note that says reaction. If you put a hand up on that, or thumbs up on that one, that will bring you an opportunity to just ask a question through the mic. One of the points I'm often asked is, how do we attribute the success of the Essex cricket team over the last few years? And it's team spirit, and it's good working, good organisation, and it's such a diverse group of players. And one of the things we should be immensely proud of within Essex, that it is not just a finishing ground for private schools. There's a lot of people, as you've heard this evening, have made it through to first-class cricket, not just in Essex, from the state school sector. So again, hopefully you found that really interesting from the guys tonight. So if any of you would like to come, I'm just waiting for a hand up for a question or a chat box. On reflection of anything else you've just heard, if Scott, John or Gary would like to come in with any additional items, please do.
There's a hand up there, Phil. Someone's got a hand up.
Right, okay. Who we got a hand up for? I'm just looking for that. Okay, the hand up is one I was testing earlier, Scott. That was just making sure it was working.
Got excited then.
Yeah, good spot. That's just me on my monitor. So anybody else who would like to put a hand up, come in with a question or comment?
Got a question there about how schools have helped during COVID. Could I start with that? Start off with that one?
Yes, of course you can, yes.
Yeah, when we came back in September, we had a couple of cricket fixtures. We played games against Shenfield Cricket Club. So our cricket has actually got some fixtures at that point. There was lots of people hesitant about doing training and things like that. We followed all the protocols that I'd followed as a coach myself at Shenfield Cricket Club. And it was great, some cricket. The weather in September was delightful. So that's one thing. So they've been training, and we did that not just for the post 16 academy. We also do some sessions for our younger gifted and talented cricketers as well. We also, during the first lockdown, had a lot of things going on Twitter to inspire people, little competitions, challenges, and it was great to see lots of involvement through that. So yeah, cricket, I know it was so frustrating that we missed the summer term last year, and there was no one more frustrated than me that we could not play cricket. But we've taken every opportunity to get cricket going. We had in our Key Stage 3 timetable, we put cricket as a key activity, having missed out on it last term. So every student in year 7 to 9 got 5-6 hours of teaching lessons, as well as the elite players getting an hour of coaching a week on a Wednesday afternoon. So
brilliant. Yeah, good news. We're going to keep our fingers crossed. We will get some. Arfan has got a question.
Yeah, just a quick one, actually open to John, Gary and Scott. Maybe each of you can contribute. We get asked a lot around that 16 to sort of 18 category, the concept of, it's too late, that football mentality. Obviously, you guys are on the ground working closely with those guys. What's your advice, and why is it important that they, if you like, not necessarily give up, but actually contribute or spend even more time working on those skills to give them the best chance to make as good cricketer as possible?
Could I start with that one, Phil?
Yeah, go with it. Yeah,
if that's okay. I mean, thanks for the question there, Arfan. I mean, I always say to any student, always keep that dream alive. Never give up on anything, whatever it is in life. There's that saying, kind of, attitude determines altitude. And whatever it is you're doing, do it to the very best of your ability, and see how far that takes you in terms of your sport specific in cricket. There are always, for whatever reason, multitude of reasons, late developers in sport. and some people early maturation, later maturation, or haven't had that bit of lady luck or found themselves in the right place at the right time, if you like. So whatever you do in life, if you choose things that you're good at and choose things that you love doing, then you won't go too far wrong. I mean, in terms of the cricket development, work as hard as you can and see how far that takes you within your sport, but also alongside the actual playing aspect of the Cricket Academy programs. We're all offering opportunities in terms of coaching, leadership, officiating. There's lots and lots of people have careers in sport other than playing professionally at that top level. So there are lots and lots of opportunities for you to have a really good career in cricket, and that could be playing at the level that suits you, but also having a career supporting many aspects of cricket as well. The Root Academy has a very active online presence as well, and that links in with support during COVID. Lots of online resources, video resources, webinars, social media support as well, and addressing the health and mental well-being, as well as cricket specific.
Thanks, John. That's a really important point to stress time and time again, that it's however much you have an aspiration to become a professional cricketer, you also need to have something to turn to afterwards, and a good education along with cricket development is absolutely vital. Question from Jude. If you are a current year 12, is there any opportunity to take part in the scheme?
Could I just come in there, Phil, and just answer Arfan's question?
Okay. All right. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I will come back to the year 12 provision, but I would say that at Shenfield, we've had a number of students that didn't quite get the opportunities through the county structure to under 15, 16. Matt Salisbury, someone, for example, that didn't get selected for any county age group team until under 15. We urged them to do well with their clubs, and obviously playing week in, week out for club level is often where lots of players are picked up. Dan Lawrence, Jamie Porter, that some of the key outstanding shining players for Essex came through the state school section, and playing men's cricket on a Saturday, I think, is a better breeding ground for breeding professional cricketers than private school Saturday morning cricket, personally. Matt Salisbury played in the Shenfield Cricket Club's first team at 14, and that helped him get the recognition for Essex at under 15. Harry Phillips, who's now been taken on at the Essex Academy, wasn't with Essex when he joined us at under 16, but thankfully they come and watched a few of his games and saw what potential he had, and took him on board. Maddie Villiers, obviously, although she was with Essex at a younger age, I mean, football was her first sport. She got picked up as under 14 by Essex, but in terms of England's success, she was quite a late developer, but her outstanding skills and tenacity, her athleticism were things that really stood her out. And I think playing lots of different sports at Shenfield was an ingredient in her success. So I would say to people, just keep going, keep working hard. And sometimes they get more hungry because they don't have things handed to them on a plate at a young age. Okay, if you've got that desire, then you've got every chance to make it to the highest level. So thank you for that.
Okay. Thanks, Gary. Scott, anything you'd like to add to that, or the sort of the question we've just mentioned, Jude, about the current year 12?
I think Gary was pretty much nicked it off my tongue, really. You look at Essex coming through, the guys, there's a lot of guys coming through that team that are not been through there at 15, 16 and made it through, like, say, your Jack Ploms, Aaron Beards, etc. There's a few that are coming quite late, been pulled in. So they're performing on a Saturday, like Gary said, and playing in the Shepherd and Neame Prem, etc., and been pulled into that Essex team. Our fan knows more than most of us, those guys that are coming in, because you work your socks off, and it might not mean it happens at 16, 17, whatever, or even younger, release. But unless you keep working hard, you're not going to get anything anyway. So they've got to continue that right attitude, training hard, put themselves in performing at the right time, and show that they're worth their weight in gold, you know, and that's exactly it. And, you know, Essex are, for me, I'm proud to be an Essex supporter, Essex boy, you know, coach for Essex, work for Essex, and I'm just so proud of how they deal with stuff like that, because you look at those lads coming through, and also the guys that have been given a chance, they've taken it with both hands and chomped Essex hands off, and they're doing really well.
Great, thank you. Good point. John, anything?
Yeah, if I could just address Jude's point of current year 12. The answer to that is yes. We would take, you know, current year 12 students if they are currently, you know, studying elsewhere or even with us, and they want to be part of the Cricket Academy. Then what we would do is you have two options. Either you kind of cash in the studies that you've done this year, and then you start afresh, either with new A levels, or if you want to choose a new BTEC qualification, you can start again. We're a 16 to 19 institution, so we can have students in year 12, 13 and 14, so you could still come to us for another 2 years. Or depending on which A levels you're currently studying and with which exam boards, we could also look to kind of transfer you over to Sigma Sixth and the Cricket Academy, and you'd carry on into year 13 with the studies that you're currently doing. So there's two options there for you if you're currently in year 12.
Brilliant. Final question from Ayush about sixth forms, and how have they helped the students get better during COVID, which I'm going to assume that we're talking about working on their cricket skills, or generally all round. And have there been opportunities to do Zoom coaching sessions, or how do you keep in touch and work with them? So final point from each of you. Gary, do you want to go first?
Well, I did cover a lot of the things we've done during the COVID lockdown. So yeah, we're doing things in this lockdown in terms of mainly fitness-based activities, but we've got lockdown lessons as well. We're promoting extracurricular challenges. We had a talent competition last week, and people were sending in different skills that were performing in different sports. Yeah, there's every hope that we're going to be back playing cricket in March. And we're going to be, as soon as we're allowed, getting back the guys back in the sports hall and out on the Astro, fingers crossed when there's no more snow, and with a fixture schedule hoping to start after Easter. We did have a plan to go to Spain this summer. We're not currently allowed to do that, but yeah, it's exciting that these things are around the corner. I know it's a frustrating time for everybody, but be patient. We have not got long left, and if the guys can stay fit, healthy, active, all right, they're going to be rewarded this summer with lots of cricket opportunities.
Brilliant. Thanks, Gary. Thanks for answering Karen's question about the T20 comp in Spain. Scott?
Yeah, I mean, COVID's been tough for everybody. You know, we smashed online in summer last year, as you know, through Upminster, and, you know, ridiculous amounts of attendees. We sort of led the way there. This winter's been a bit tough. But we're still in contact, doing tactics, doing fitness, like Gary just said as well. I think that's a key thing, especially with the academy. You know, at college, we're running a sports programs every lunchtime. We've got 3 sessions every lunch, whether it be back rehabilitation, a HIIT, upper body, lower body, Pilates. We've created a program for all our students, mental health and well-being. We've even created like a tea and chat room where you come in and we're just literally sitting there having a cup of tea, chatting to each other, you know. So we've done so much stuff online at college and also at the cricket club. We're pushing on and trying to give, you know, I know it's hard and people are indoors now because it's winter, but there's still stuff we can do out there, you know, and that's what we've got to do. And I'm sure we are going to be absolutely mad when it comes to being allowed out again, because kids and people just love cricket. And, you know, it's going to be bigger than ever, I think, especially after the last lockdown. So we better, coaches, be prepared, make sure your sessions are fun, make sure they're great, make sure they're interactive, because I think we're going to be run off our feet.
Brilliant. And finally, John?
Yeah, no, just ditto, you know, everything that's said there. You know, every, you know, education, you know, establishment in the country is doing an amazing job during this really difficult time. Lots of online learning, you know, webinars, video resources, fitness sessions, weekly challenges. And like the guys have said, hopefully the end is in sight now, and just really looking forward to getting back out there and being active and doing the sport we love. And the most important thing, I think, is everyone is staying really, really positive and looking forward to what the future holds.
Brilliant, John. Thank you very, very much. And I'd like to thank John, Gary, and Scott for your contributions, all your work you've been doing over the years.